Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore podcast, the podcast reviews of movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 684, and it is your review of The Lobster as we begin our Yorgos Lanthimos Month here on the Nerdcore. As always, this is the Nerd Chicana here to host the show. That's my wonderful co-host, Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful Tuesday.
Live and not early, but early-ish because this will be up on Wednesday at 12 p.m. Central Time. So live, early, and ad-free on patreon.com/the nerdcore at the $1 tier. You get this episode live, early, and ad-free before anybody else gets to watch it and listen to it with an ad on the day after at 12 p.m. Central Time. Brad, so let's go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room.
Why are we late?
It's not because I didn't watch the movie. Because that would have been done yesterday. If what was happening didn't happen. So, Brad.
And it wasn't me.
No.
I had watched the movie.
Let me see. When did this happen? Because on Tuesday okay, so Monday, 2 days. Okay. On Saturday, all of a sudden, I was like, I'm finished stream. And my brother is like, hey, there's a leak coming out of our AC unit room. And I was like, what the fuck? So maintenance came out and they checked in like, hey, there's a leak on the floor above you. Like, the water heater broke.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. So
lovely.
Coming down. So I was like, okay, they fixed it up. All right, cool. So they're like, hey, we'll be right back. I'm like, all right, what the fuck? Like, as long as this shit's done, fixed, I don't know what the fuck else you gotta do. They come in with all these fucking dehumidifiers, Brad. And they station them all around my kitchen. And then they're like, we need to put them in your room too. Oh, man. I was like, okay. They turn them on. Bro, these shits are loud as hell, bro. Brad, oh my God, bro. I was like, I need to sleep. What do you mean that these need to be in here? You brought these in at like almost 1 a.m.
Well, you know.
And they're like, well, we need it because of your health. I'm like, bullshit. It's not because of my health. You know damn well why. Because if you don't bring them in and there's mold, I can sue.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yep.
It ain't because of my health.
Yeah. Landlords don't care about your health.
No. At my grandmother's house, I am pretty sure the restroom that I would use when I was living there had mold. Look at me. I'm still alive.
It's still not a good excuse to just have mold.
I'm just saying, I'm still alive.
Plus, you can't really sue your grandma. That's just bad taste.
No. But, so they're like, 2 days, Brent. They're like, hey, how long do we need to have these on? And it's like, 2 days consecutively. I'm like, fucking shit. So 2 days later, yesterday, I was like, I got fucking tired of it. I turned off all of them. In comes in management. And they're like, what's it called? Okay, it goes, because one of them wasn't working. The fucking, one of them didn't work at either. And they're like, okay, Raul, I was like, hey, we need to figure out something here because I can't sleep. And these are in my room. I need to do shit. That's why we didn't record yesterday. Because they were all up in my room.
Yeah.
And so then what's it called? They're like, okay, they look at that because it was still leaking yesterday. It was still leaking. So they're like, okay, what's going on? And they're like, oh, okay. So Raul, he goes, we can take out the 2 in your room, but we need to leave the ones in the kitchen because your AC unit room is still not dry. Like, it's still wet because it's still leaking. Meanwhile, in my room, what's it called? There was They goes, oh, yours are drier. You're good already. And I'm like, okay, cool. It's still fucking noisy. For my brother, I'm like, hey, bro, go pick me up some earplugs, please, bro, please. In case you want to know, that's what they were shitting bricks about, Brad.
I can't. Yeah, I can see it staying above.
Right there on the bottom part.
Yeah.
And you hardly won't be able to see this one, but look at that. That's what they were shitting bricks about in my room.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. Meanwhile, This is what it looked like in the fucking AC unit room.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. So I ran stream yesterday and I was like, you know what? I'm like, let me check. Them shits was loud. Still loud. We're still gonna be picking up here. So I'm like, Brad, we can't record today, Brad. I'm sorry. I'm like, we can't. So today, 7 o'clock, and they don't get here. They still don't come pick them up. I'm like, oh my god, here we go. I'm gonna have to push back. 7:02 on the dot. Dudes get here. Like, hey, for you to pick up the machines, you're good. I'm like, oh, fucking thank God. Thank fucking God, Brad. I was like, if I had to spend another night with earplugs in my ears and still kind of hearing my tinnitus, but also hearing
Mm,
no flood in our unit, everything's fine. But it's just, bro, I'm like so over this, Brad. Yeah. First world problems, right, Brad? There's
I
people who don't even
mean,
have a water
I
heater.
mean for the damn people upstairs.
Yeah. People on the fourth floor had it worse. That's where the
Yeah.
fucking water heater broke. Yeah. But yeah, man. I was like, dude, I didn't sleep at all. Like I'm fucking tired. I'm like, I don't know.
I,
But
I can't imagine an apartment water heater, like multiple water heaters. Like having a single water heater go out in a house is just so infuriating.
yeah. Yeah. So that's what happened, Brad. And that's why we're live today. And this is uploading on Wednesday because I couldn't do it. We couldn't do it.
You
So
had a slight buzzing going on.
slight buzzing, right? Slight buzzing. How I did it to sleep during those 2 days where I had them in my room. Simply, I put on these noise canceling headphones and I put on some fucking rain noise, white noise from YouTube. Apparently, it was able to, but when I woke up to have to feed the dog and give him the medicine, right?
Hmm.
I tried to go back to sleep, just couldn't happen. Just couldn't go fucking happen, even with all the rain. But yeah, Brad, how are you doing, Brad?
I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy.
Yeah.
Oh, I did find a life hack though.
What?
Dollar Tree.
Yeah, it's been there, Brad.
Everything's $1.25. We just had one open up near my work, so I'm
Yeah.
like, man, I just want some chips. And I'm like, I could go to the gas station, but you know the gas station hikes that shit up.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm
bro.
like, I'm going to the Dollar Tree, and I go in the Dollar Tree, and everything's $1.25, except for the frozen stuff, which is like $5.
Yeah.
But so I get like chips, I get some like beef jerky and all that shit. It's like under $7 for everything I got.
Yeah.
I got like a full like lunch thing. So I'm like,
Yeah.
that was dope.
Yeah. Well, Brad, I'm glad that you discovered the great thing known as Dollar Tree.
Yeah. That way I can be even more frugal.
Yeah. Oh man, but other than that, Brad, you watch anything as of late?
No, I need to watch The Acolyte though.
Oh yeah, today's when the Acolyte drops tonight. Actually,
Did
it
it already
already
drop?
dropped.
It already dropped.
Yeah, at 8 o'clock
Yeah.
right now. Yep, yep. So can't wait to watch that. Definitely gonna hit that up. I'm almost caught up on Abbott Elementary season 3. I need the
Nice.
last episode that I need to watch, and yeah,
I do need to watch Goodbye Dragon Inn
yeah,
for is
yeah.
it Thursday or Friday or whichever day
Uh,
we choose.
so I think we might have to. So I think this is how we're gonna do it, Brad. I think we're gonna do Goodbye Dragon Inn on Friday because my brother's birthday's on Thursday.
That's fine.
Um, but actually, I'm sorry. Goodbye Dragon Inn probably on Friday, like afternoonish, Brad. Because I need to what's it called? Because Thursday, where oh wait, no. What the fuck am I saying, Brad? What the fuck am I saying? I think we're going on Saturday to have dinner with him. Thursday we're just hanging around here and eating pizza. Saturday my family's taking him out to eat. So Friday, Goodbye Dragon Inn. Sunday, Acolyte, and
Okay.
then next week everything goes back to normal.
That works.
Because yeah, because it's just been a fucking clusterfuck.
That gives me
But
an extra day to watch it anyway. So
yeah, but at least I want to make sure that I got the time to what's it called to celebrate with my brother his birthday. So yeah, but that's what we got going on, man. And I
the
figured
important stuff.
but yeah. this week you've had a lot of extra time to watch stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. But today we're starting off our Yorgos Lanthimos Month to celebrate the release of his new film, Kinds of Kindness, which releases on the 21st this month. So Brad won the coin toss, so he's starting off our month with his 2015 film, The Lobster. And of course, Brad, without a further ado, if you have not watched this film and you care about spoilers, go ahead and get out of here. But if you don't care about spoilers, or you've never seen this, or you've already seen this film, go ahead and stay. Either way, how it goes, this is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today's episode of the Nerdcore is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off your first order with code TheNerdCore. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video. All right, Brad, introduce him to 2015's The Lobster.
Okay, coming from Wikipedia. The Lobster is a 2015 absurdist black comedy drama film directed and co-produced by Yorgos Lanthimos. Lanthimos? How do you state that? Did I say it
Lanthimos.
right?
Lanthimos.
From a screenplay by
Yorgos Lanthimos.
Yorgos Lanthimos. From a
Yeah.
screenplay by Lanthimos and Jesus Christ, Efthimis Philippou.
Hold on, Brad. I got. Let me see.
Efthimis Philippou.
Efthimis Philippou.
Efthimis Philippou.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be sounding like I have a lisp throughout all this. It stars Colin Farrell, Rachel Weisz, Jessica Barden,
Weisz. She's German, Brad.
Rachel Weisz.
Weisz. She's what's it called? German. The W's a V.
Jessica Barden. I'm moving on. Olivia Colman. I'm from the South. I can mispronounce what I want. Ashley Jensen, Ariane Labed, Angeliki Papulia, John C. Reilly. I got that one. Yeah. Leia Seydoux.
Seydoux, Brad.
Seydoux. Man.
You are part French.
Leia Seydoux. I'm tired. Michael Smiley and Ben Whishaw.
At least you got Smiley, right?
Yeah, I got Smiley. The film follows a newly single... I got John C. Reilly. The film follows a newly single bachelor who moves into a hotel with other singletons who are all obliged to find a romantic partner in 45 days lest they be transformed into animals. The film was announced in October 2013 with Jason Clarke originally cast in the lead role. After Clarke left production, Farrell replaced him by February 2014, with Weisz also joining the cast after Elizabeth Olsen dropped out. The rest of the cast was rounded out by March as principal photography began, which concluded in May. Filming largely took place in Dublin and County Kerry. The film is a co-production by Ireland, the United Kingdom, Greece, France, and the Netherlands. The Lobster premiered at the 2015 Cannes Film Festival on May 15th, where it competed for the Palme d'Or and won the jury prize. It was theatrically released in the United Kingdom on October 16, 2050, grossing $18 million on a $4 million budget. The film received positive reviews from critics, with praise for its screenplay, humor, originality, and thematic content. It was nominated for Best Original Screenplay at the 89th Academy Awards and for Outstanding British Film at the 69th British Academy Film Awards. We don't need a narrated. It's narrated by Rachel Weisz, though. Cinematography, Themios Bakatakis. That's an awesome last name, Bakatakis.
Yeah.
Bakatakis. Bakatakis. So
Mavros Sardis.
We got a running time, 118 minutes.
Yorgos Sardis.
We got a budget, $4 million, box office $18 million.
Yeah, sits at an hour and 58 minutes. Yeah, Brad, if you think look at that, man, 4 million, 18 million. If you guys wonder how he keeps making movies and how he keeps getting money for his movies, that shows you right there.
It's a Kevin Smith. It's a Kevin Smith magic touch.
Yep.
Also, I don't know how he made this movie for $4 million. Honestly.
Yeah, I wonder. I wonder too. I thought was this not done by A24? Oh yeah, it was distributed by.
It had A24 at the start.
Yeah, yeah, it was distributed by A24. Doesn't have it in the Wikipedia though. That's crazy. Okay. Um. So Brad, I've actually seen this movie before, so I want you to go first. What's your initial thoughts on the Lobster?
So start off, I chose this because I've been wanting to watch this movie ever since it came out. Really, I just never was like, you know, I'll go watch it because I'm like, I don't know. It's a movie
Yeah.
called Lobster with Colin Farrell. I mean, it's probably good, but I just don't know. It just sounds weird. And so I finally got to watch it. And I'm glad I did. It's a great movie. Like it's well done. It's a good funny it's got good funny parts. It's also what's the word? Like I'm tired. Um
It's very absurd.
it's absurd in a way, but also if you think about it, it's a totally different society
Yeah,
where it's really the society is really big on couples and family, and if you don't have that, well, you're kind of sent to the woods or you're turned into animals. And the society thinks that in order for people to connect, they have to have like a similarity, be it like in this case like bloody noses, or
yeah,
at the end it's like or your eyesight, like if you're nearsighted, farsighted. They call it short-sighted, which I don't think is um I don't think that's a misnomer. I think that's actually how they feel about Colin Farrell's character is he's short sighted in a lot of things, and the decision he makes throughout the film. But I really like the cinematography in this. I really like the way they shot this. I think the acting's great. Lighting, music. I think everything flows really well in this movie. I did have in a few places some pacing issues, but other than that, I thought it was a really great watch.
yeah. I absolutely adored this movie when I first watched it, and now that I finally rewatched it again, I have to say it still is great, man. I think Colin Farrell's great in this movie. I really like Rachel Weisz in this film. Um, but it's just Olivia Colman, dude. I really like Olivia Colman in this movie. Like I love her in this movie, especially when you just like she was the hold on, she's the one who kills the dog, right?
Yes, I believe she is. She's
Yeah.
the heartless woman who, you know,
No, no, no.
it,
That's Angelica Favulia, who's Heartless Woman.
oh, she's a
Um,
hotel manager.
she's a
Olivia
hotel
Colman's
manager.
the
I'm sorry.
hotel manager.
So Angelica Favulia, when she goes, wakes him up and tells him all that stuff about the what's it called dog, and you're just sitting there like, fuck, like, oh my god, this fucking
Well, and
movie.
and I mean, from the very beginning, the way they talk about it, and you think about it, so they come into this and they have 31 days to find a partner, or
Yeah, which
whatever
imagine
the
that,
issue is.
Brad.
Yeah, 31 days
Imagine
to find.
that.
Yeah, I mean, we'd all be fucking lobsters.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
31 days to find a partner. If you don't find a partner, you get turned into animal. So you have a really good reason to find a partner, unless you just want to be an animal, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, and it says something when this woman has 158 days because she's so good at hunting all the other people. Like that's a lot of people and a lot of days added. So basically, she's just chilling in the hotel. Like she doesn't want to
Yeah.
find a partner. She just wants to shoot people and
Yeah.
cause pain and havoc. And she's a psycho.
Yeah.
That's literally. And he goes from he can choose someone who's the biscuit woman who isn't the greatest thing on the eyes, but she's a sweet lady.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe a little clingy for sure.
That's the one
Um,
who tells him on the bus that if she wants, she'll come over to give him a blowjob or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, like and
Yeah.
he can do her in the ass, and yeah, it's like a little much in that sense. Like really, she doesn't really want to be an animal, from what you can tell.
Yeah, she's like
Um,
ready to get cuffed up already.
yeah. So I mean, he had choices in this, and to choose the psycho over her, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's his short sightedness, and he should have seen, like she can't love anything.
Yeah.
Like he should have seen that from the very beginning.
But like, and specifically that scene I bring up because I really like the editing because it's like, okay, it's very tense. It's very tense. It's kind of like very like it's kind of holding you right, and it's like, oh, and he goes, you want to get up? Like, okay, let me just go brush my teeth. He gets up, eyeline goes down, and edit goes straight to that leg with the blood, and you're just like, you feel like this sudden like weight come off your shoulder, like, oh my god, it's true. Like she
She
fucking
just
did it.
kicked the dog to death. Yeah.
Yeah, like
No, not just the dog, the brother.
yeah, because like before that, like I'm thinking like, okay, maybe this lady looks like she's psycho, but like I don't think that she would do it. That edit right there is so good because it just confirms it, and you're like, holy shit, she actually fucking did it. She
Well,
actually fucking did it.
and I mean, you get clues in this. You get before this the whole martini scene in the hot tub, and where she
Yeah,
fake chokes on the olive to see if he'll
yeah.
save her, and he just doesn't move. Like you can tell he kind of inches, and then he's like, "Wait, this is probably fake. She doesn't want me to save
Yeah.
her. Like
Well,
she's not the type
Colin
to."
Farrell's character is very like, I don't know. It's like a lot of um what can I say? He's very anxious about like what his role is here and how he's gonna get out of here. He has like a lot, like they put a lot of what's it called? This fucking Eric's calling me on my phone. They put a lot of weight on his shoulder, and they like especially put a lot of pressure to make them want to find a partner. But you also have like the regular what's it called pressure that you already feel as somebody who's going out with somebody like, am I able to perform well sexually? Am I gonna what's it called? Am I interesting enough for this woman? Add that onto to the fact that if I don't will this woman, and if we don't get what's it called together, and we don't find a future, I'm gonna get turned into a freaking animal.
Yeah, and also, I mean, I don't know if you caught it in the mall scenes. They had cops there making sure like people were coupled together.
Yeah,
So it was basically illegal to be single in this
yeah,
society,
yeah,
which is crazy in itself. Um,
yeah,
but yeah, so there were many reasons and many pressure points that was on this guy to find a mate. And
yeah.
he did it to the point where he was so short sighted he didn't notice the psycho that he was going for.
But then he escapes and he joins the loners, and you think like, okay, they're gonna be better, right? And to an extent, yeah, because what's it called? They're not pressuring people and stuff, but then they're like, you're not allowed to flirt, you're not allowed to do all these things, and what's it called? Like, it's like, oh, so um, you guys are so against this hotel, but you still have like this very restrictive mindset.
Yeah, like you're not allowed to go beyond like what they consider,
Yeah,
I guess, how they live.
yeah,
Like there's no in between there. There's couples and then there's loners. There's no like, oh, I want to change my mind. I want to be a couple. Like I just
yeah,
needed more time and in here to find the right one. But
yeah.
you're punishing us to the point
There's
where they literally blind
there's no
a
group
woman.
in this film where they believe in organically finding somebody to love,
Yeah.
and they put pressure on people not finding love or finding it,
And
where
then
it's like,
the ones to find love, is it really love? It's like, oh, they have to have a similarity
yeah,
to be to the point where a guy bashes his head into the floor to cause a nosebleed.
yeah.
Like
What do you think about what's it called? The ending, Brad. Do you think that Colin Farrell blinds himself?
it's left ambiguous for a reason, which I really like.
Yeah,
I don't I think that's really up to the viewer and what you think. It's either Colin Farrell does it and he's pressured by society to do it. I think he really wants to be with her, and I
yeah,
don't think Colin's broken out of that cycle. Like he could just
yeah,
not do it and she would never know. Um I don't think he's broken out of that cycle, so I would say yeah, he probably did blind himself. Because I don't think him from his character point, I don't think he's strong enough to break out of that societal pressure to be like someone else in order to be with them.
yeah. I I think he does it. I think he does it because I think he still feels pressured, and I don't think he can get out of that cycle.
I
But
mean, I don't
part
know
of
how
me wants
you
to
I
think
don't know how
because he
you
takes so long, Brad. He
I don't
takes
know
so
how you
long.
well I mean, when you're going to fucking put a knife through your eye, I don't think anybody's just going like, yeah. And maybe he does
I
one
know
eye.
Oedipus was pretty quick about it, right?
Well, he needed two knives. Then I don't know, or the Joker pencil. I don't fucking know. But I mean, to me, I think the societal pressure on that for him, in order to be with her, he needed to have a similarity, and that would be blindness, because that was the whole questioning her in the woods of like, do you know German? And she's like, no. Well, he's like, I could teach you that, but I could only teach you like the basics, and that would take years. So I mean, that's not going to work. And then he went on these other list of things, and they don't really have any of those similarities. Like they're attracted to each other, but they don't have like a similarity, like an out
Yeah,
front there. They just know they like each other, which that's not enough for the society. So
yeah.
to me, yeah, I think he did. Um, I mean, I don't know how you go about put in after doing one eye, doing the other eye, but I'm sure he did. I'm 99% sure he probably did poke his eyes out.
I think he did, but part of me wants to believe that he didn't, and he
I mean
left.
that's why it's left ambiguous, because part of
Yeah,
you is like, man, I hope he breaks the cycle and he just chooses to love her because, he's gonna be the one needing eyes now.
yeah, yeah,
And honestly, maybe maybe part of me wants him to be like, oh, I don't fucking, I can just wear like sunglasses. They'd never know.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, man. I think it's a great movie. I think that it's really well written, and I really like the cinematography, the music. I think it's just well made, and it's definitely one of my favorites from Yorgos. I think that it's nowhere near how I felt about Poor Things. I think that Poor Things is really, really fucking good, and I really like that movie. But this one, I think it's still just as good, and it just shows how great he is and his
His
writing,
vision, his
his
vision
vision,
on it.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I love black comedies, and especially about very absurdist films. And Yorgos
I mean, there were
does.
parts in this that, I mean, I shouldn't have, but I did laugh because when that lady jumped off the first floor and she was going, ah, it's like,
It's like,
that's why you don't jump off the first floor.
yeah, like you're not gonna do anything to yourself. But then the
Right.
writing with him, like, I hope that she stops doing that because I can't. I'm thinking about taking a nap soon, and I can't. I don't think I'm gonna be able to sleep through pain and like all that pain and
It's like he's
cry.
trying to build him up as the biggest asshole, so
Yeah,
this fucking psycho can find him attractive. It's just, yeah, you're right. Absurdist is a good word for it.
yeah. And nobody fucking does it like him apparently, because like fucking Poor Things is just as absurd as well. It's
Yeah,
very,
yeah,
very
very
absurd.
much.
Yeah, but
Man, there's a great imagination when it comes to these movies.
yeah. And this is only the beginning, Brad, because there's a lot more films to come. Brad, what is your final verdict on The Lobster?
I am going to give this 9 John C. Riley's hands and toasters out of 10.
I just love how he tells him like, "Man, don't hurt me." Like you what's it called? But I gotta find him. And it's like, dude, nobody likes the way you talk. He goes, "You're not gonna find somebody anytime soon."
Yeah.
What an asshole, man.
And then he steals his clothes.
Yeah, and then he steals his clothes. Um, yeah, Brad. I go ahead and give this a 9 out of 10. I really like this movie. I don't think it's perfect. I think that it's what's called far from it.
I got some
Not far from
basic
it, but
issues
it's
with it.
it's just it's a damn good movie. It's a great movie.
It's a fun movie. I'm glad we
Yeah,
watched this.
yeah. But that's it for our review of The Lobster, and we thank you all so much for joining us. As always, keep up to date with us on thenerdcore.com, Twitter at the nerdcore underscore, Instagram at the nerdcore, and threads at the same handle. TikTok at the Nerdcore, Patreon.com/the Nerdcore, the $1 tier. You know what it happens. You get this episode live and early before anybody else gets to watch it, and you get it ad free. And of course, our Discord link is in the description below, so you can go ahead and talk to us and what's it called? Discuss Yorgos Lanthimos films with us. Of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, please make sure that you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and well, go ahead and click the
I'll
notification bell so you don't miss a single review that drops on the channel during
also
Yorgos Film.
comment in there what animal you think Colin Farrell. Uh, well,
Would
I
have
guess
been,
the spoilers off, so I
yeah,
can't really.
yeah. Well, no, that's the whole premise of the film is that like if they don't like what animal. So what do you think, guys? If that would have happened, Actually, you know what? What animal would you have become?
There you go. We can
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. What animal do you think you would have become if you didn't find a partner in 31 days? I think, what's it called? Either way, you're kind of screwed. But if I became a black bear, I think I'd be pretty fine. Yeah.
Komodo
But
dragon.
yeah, go on, dragon. Yeah. But the thing is, like, think about it like this, Brad. You become a lion. Good luck if you become a lion in Africa,
Yeah.
because you're just gonna get hunted.
Yeah.
But then anywhere else in the world, good luck, because you're gonna be put in a zoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, what if I become a fish? Good luck getting fish. What's it called?
Yeah.
Good luck with
I mean, it
fishermen.
was like becoming a lobster. He said, well, we're just going to eat you.
Yeah, we're just gonna eat you. So like, if Brad wants to become a Komodo dragon, good luck, Brad. You're gonna be in the zoo.
I mean, but the thing is, I can bite people and kill them with the bite.
Yeah. I'm thinking about like, maybe like like a black mamba or something.
Ooh.
Deadly ass snake that like
Or
if
like
you
a
even try
Gila
touching
monster.
it. Yeah.
Like nobody ever fucks with a Gila monster.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like I can't even say tiger because I go to the zoos as well.
Crocodile.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Unless like I'm like maybe like a cow in India where they worship me and stuff, where it's like it's sacrilegious to kill me and eat me so I can live for a long time.
Yeah, but you probably end up like as a cow in America, end up as a
Yeah.
McDonald's burger.
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys let us know in the comments. On the podcast side of things, make sure that you leave a 5-star review on the podcast app of choice, and make sure you're following us on your favorite podcast app of choice. And of course, Brad, that's all we got, man. Next week we're going to go ahead and do one of his early films, Dogtooth, but we're going to continue on with Yorgos Lanthimos next month, and then next week. And this week we have on Saturday. No, I'm sorry, on Saturday dropping for you guys. Goodbye Dragon Inn. We're gonna be doing an extra review of that. But without further ado, man, we got a lot of cool stuff coming down the line. I
This is a good start. This is a good start for the month.
Yeah, it's a great start. But yeah, man, great start, and really excited for what we got going on because I love Yorgos and I love his movies, and I think we got some stuff that we're gonna discuss that I'm really interested to see what you think about, Brad. So, with that said, Brad, let's go ahead and get him out of here.
All right, Roland. Thank you for being host as always. Thank to all those who join us in future chats. Stacy was not here with us today; he must be working. But Stacy, thank you as always. Thank you to our listeners out there, our Patreon supporters. Actually, we didn't talk about our Patreon supporters.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. All this is possible because of our wonderful Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much for making this happen. Of course, we want to thank specifically our wonderful producer, Shane. Where can they find him, Brad?
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/xsrk or on Twitter at thriftedil or go buy something from the Suppy God at prisoncityvintage.com.
Damn straight. And now, Brad, let's go ahead and send him out.
And now I'll just finish. So thank you to our listeners, our Patreon supporters, as always. And to end this episode, I mean, if you're gonna choose an animal to be one with good hair, apparently. Young Yoda out.
Good luck becoming a lobster in fucking Boston. Straight to become